So I thought I'd do something different today, largely because I've forgotten to do any fight filming recently. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Fred from Fred Fights. This is what my face looks like when it's not behind the mask. And I wanted to go down a well-worn internet path of answering questions that sort of come up on a regular basis. And the first one that you tend to run across in online forums and when you're watching YouTube videos is, who would win, knight versus samurai? And then as a subset of that, which is the better sword, the long sword or the katana? And I've got a really simple answer to this. And the simple answer is there's no such thing as better. There's just better in that fight. And the reason why I say this is if you look at modern professional athletes, they work to the idea of incremental gains. So British Olympic team a couple of years ago were shipping mattresses and pillows out because they'd learned that if athletes have a better night's sleep, they perform better. It's marginal gains. So if you were to have a knight and a samurai, for whatever reason, square off against each other, regardless of who's bigger, stronger, better trained, in that moment, the underdog might win. Whoever you think that might be. In that moment, a patch of wet grass could determine the outcome. In that moment, previously unidentified gear weakness might make a difference. And it's very important as well when you talk about these things. Matt Easton talks about context. Well, what's the context of them fighting? Have they met on a battlefield? Improbable though that would be, and historically was. Have they met on a battlefield somewhere? In which case, why are they facing off against each other? Western European knights did not embrace the bow as a weapon of war. That was left to the lower classes. Samurai, on the other hand, did embrace bows as a weapon of war, which at a distance gives them an advantage because they don't have to get up close in order to do something unpleasant to you. So, which is the better one? Well, what's the context? Are we talking in duels? Are we talking in open warfare against a variety of opponents in a variety of armour? Are we talking against each other? And I don't think you would be able to say definitively, I certainly wouldn't say with a straight face, that one was better than the other, just purely because the circumstances in which they used, the context in which they evolved, and the ways they were trained to be deployed were very, very different to each other. My long and short answer to this is there is no one that is definitively and distinctively better. It just depends on what happens on the day and in the moment. So there you go. That was my Fred talk. I'm now going to drive off and do the other things I've got to do today. So stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.